Sports 101 on Sports Radio 1450, also online on sportsradio1450.com. Brought to you this morning and every morning by Matt Davis and the good people at Country Financial. Give them a call, 483-4355. Hey, I'm Eric Pedio. That's Mark Graham. We're all alone, Mark.
Yeah, I know.
Just you and me. No Stark, no Nick.
No love at all. No one cares.
Thank God for Jeff Hoffman. That's why you people can hear us this morning.
Well, that's why he's the institution that he is.
But he's taken off, and
wait a minute. Should be in an institution.
Yeah, there it is. And literally, the inmates will be running the asylum this morning for the first time. Hey, good to be here with you. Hopefully, everyone had a nice Independence Day weekend last weekend. Mark, did you?
No.
Okay, well, then let's move on. Mine was great, by the way, and safe. Thank God.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. With you, I worry about your safety at times because you tend to you enjoy life a little too well at times.
I'm a bit reckless. I'll give you that.
That's right.
We do miss our friends, but we're still going to have fun, and we got plenty of stuff to talk about. So you guys want to give us a call, weigh in, 529-1450. That's the phone number. Mark and I are here ready to chat with you.
But there's nothing to talk about, Eric.
What?
Huh? Yeah, I know better than that.
I always got something to talk
about. That's right.
You're
always on that brain pan.
Yeah, I sent you a message. With our topics. Hey, All-Star Game. MLB All-Star Game. I know you wouldn't think a show that I was running would start off with baseball talk, but hey, man, the All-Star Game's coming right up, right? July.
Sorry, that's how I feel about it. And everyone knows that, to me, the All-Star Game's just a joke.
Yeah. Oh, no, it is. It's an exhibition. Well, it should be an exhibition. And it was struggling with the ratings, and so they tried to make it mean something.
Uh-huh.
And it still doesn't mean anything to me. But I just kind of want to go over. Typically, I love All-Star weekends in all sports. It's a highlight for me, and I actually kind of enjoy baseball's All-Star version of it as well. Maybe even more than the regular season. I'm a big home run derby fan. I think maybe that's what does it for me. I enjoy the home run derby. Hoffman's giving me a look. I enjoy the home run derby.
I hate it.
How come?
It's just to me it's boring. It's just whacking, one big swing after another. And I tell you what, I don't know how many times I've heard of a player, and it happened to Edmonds a number of years ago. These guys get outside their normal swing, trying to yank the ball into the stands, and they end up getting hurt, or they go into a deep hitting funk for about 2 weeks. I know it's great for most of the fans love the home run derby. I don't because of that reason.
Yeah, and that's a legitimate thing. I've seen that too. I remember when Edmonds went down, I was really following Cardinals baseball pretty heavy back then, and that was pretty serious.
Now here might be the real reason I don't like the home run derby. Chris Berman.
Really?
Every time every time a ball goes into the air, this may go all the way to the next county. Well, after about 10 minutes, I'm ready to pull my eyelids out and throw things at the TV screen.
Well, with Berman, and I like Berman. I think Berman gets a lot of heat from people that he maybe shouldn't. If you don't dig him in the shtick that kind of he does, then that's fine. But me, I kind of appreciate Berman, and I know what you're saying. It does get obnoxious because at the end of the night, you've seen 75 home runs, and he said back at least 3,000 times, and it's like, all right, but at least he brings a level of enthusiasm to the event that, you got to think a normal guy calling that, towards the end would just be kind of fading out as far as the enthusiasm he was bringing to the broadcast, But Berman seems like he might just be acting, but he seems like genuinely enthusiastic about the whole thing, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. You're right. I don't know who you really could get to call it that could make it, for me, watchable. Berman I always like in a secondary role. I like him on Sundays when he's, kind of the moderator of the NFL show. I think he does fine there.
Yeah, he's great on it.
And things like that, he's great. But then if you give him the main deal, he's just... I think he just goes way over the top at times, but, that's what got him there, and that's why he's been with ESPN since day one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I was thinking maybe let's go over kind of the ins and outs of the All-Star Game, like how it's done, how everyone's selected. I got to be honest. I had to look it up this morning just to make sure I was totally sure about the way that
I think
this all goes down.
I think it's changed so many times in the last 10 years. I don't know if I could tell you. So I'm glad you've got it.
I think that it changed again in 2009, and these are the latest All-Star game rules, All-Star event, whatever. 34 players on each side. Everyone, both teams use a DH, no matter what ballpark they're in. National League, American League, everyone's DH. Pitchers, this is something that kind of bothers me. Starting pitchers who start the Sunday before the All-Star game, which would be tomorrow,
right,
aren't allowed to play in the All-Star game.
Nope, that's for their own safety, supposedly.
I know, and that part's okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But why can't we set this up?
Eric, the pitchers normally have a throwing day 2 days after a start anyway.
Yes.
So let them go ahead and pitch an inning or two, but though baseball decides they know what's better.
Gosh.
Again, Big Brother, so to speak, Bud Selig and the boys, put their hands in something that they should probably leave alone.
And I 100% agree. This is the weekend. This is for the fans. This is 100% for the fans. This whole thing, the whole game, is just about what the fans want to see. It's like a fantasy matchup. I know you're not big into the video game, kind of world, but I am. And something you can do with a lot of these sports games is you can make like kind of dream teams and match them up against each other and see how, you can be like, all right, if I took the best players from, these 5 teams, and it's kind of cool to see. And this is kind of what All-Star Weekend is. Well, at least that's what it should be to me, is a gathering of the players that the fans want to see on the field at the same time. So to me, it's 100% about the fans. So this thing with the pitchers and not allowing certain pitchers to be a part of the All-Star game just because they pitched the Sunday before. Listen, baseball, you need eyes on your sport. Get your best pitchers in the All-Star game. I mean, come on.
So now you have, let's say, for instance, CC Sabathia or Roy Halladay. I don't know if he's pitching or not, but some of these guys who, like you say, pitch
CC's not.
But now here, these guys, they're elected, but they can't go. So now they pull someone else in, and it's a lesser pitcher. Sure, it's still probably a good pitcher, but it's not who I want to see. It's not CC Sabathia. That's who, like you said, it's the fans' game. Yes. I want to see the stud pitchers and players.
Hey, give us a call, weigh in if you'd like, 529-1450. We do have a call right now. So let's see what they think. Caller, you're on Sports 101. What's up?
Hey, I just looked at the standings, and the Pirates are 46 and 42.
Is that crazy?
Who's on the All-Star team? I can't name a player on their team.
Well, somebody's on the All-Star team.
And the guy, and honestly, the guy that should be on the All-Star team from that squad, the outfielder, and McCutchen, I think, is not. I think that's his name.
So who is?
That's a good question. But a team that's
listener trivia.
Pittsburgh has absolutely shocked everybody. Clint Hurdle has done a fantastic job with that game. But with that team, I'd be anxious to know what Pirate is going. Might be the reliever. They've got a reliever who's lights out.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, and it probably is something like I haven't checked. I know I've heard that the Pirates are far exceeding expectations and definitely playing well better than they've played. As long as I can remember. I can't remember the Pirates being...
I don't know if you probably, ever since you've been born, the Pirates have probably been a sub-500 team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm 30 years old. I've always remembered them being pathetic, I guess I could say, pretty much.
They have been.
So it's good to see this year the Pirates doing well, above 500. I don't even follow baseball, and my mind's blown. But I do. This is one thing, and this kind of leads into that. This is an issue I wanted to bring up and talk about because this kind of bothers me. What do you think about the rule that at least one player from each team must be represented in the All-Star game?
I think that's ridiculous. If you've got a team come to the All-Star break and let's say they're 20, 25 games below 500, there can't possibly be an All-Star on that team.
No.